Hi, my name is Katie, and today we are going to do chapter 10, 11, and 12. So, first things first, in chapter 10, we are just adding the codes that will allow us to leave movie reviews. So, in the movie route JS, yeah, we added our post delete, um post put and delete. So the post is to create a new review. The put is to edit a review and the delete is to delete a review. Then in the review controller, we added methods to extract data from the request body, which calls the corresponding DAO method. So we've got our API post, our API post review. Just look for it. API post review. Hmm. Oh, the review controller. Sorry. So we've got our API post review. So that creates the review with the movie ID, the user ID, and also the name and review. And then we've got our API update review over here. So that updates the review by the review ID and the user ID, and it checks if it's modified count. Over here, here is the modified count. Also, we've got our delete, our API delete, so this just deletes the review by the ID. And then also this just uses the object ID to convert the IDs into the MongoDB form. And then in the index.js, here we're just importing the reviews DAL inject. This is just to ensure that the DAO is ready when the server starts. So moving on to chapter 11 now. So chapter 11 is testing the reviews API. So I've already done that. So let me just take a look. So over here we want to test the review API. So we must send a GET request to the HTTP movies. So let me just send a GET request. Oh, um, but this JSON format over there, and we should then receive a success status response. So this is a GET. So let me just send it again. Yep, so this is all the information that would come up after sending that GET. Um, Now we are going to test the edit. So now we can edit a review. We will then review the ID with the new review ID. So send a put request to localhost movies review. I'm gonna just type review with a JSON object like that. So let me copy this. And then we are sending a put request. So put unable. Hmm. So I debugged the problem. So the problem was that I used the wrong review ID. So I tested this review over here and it gave me a success status. So I'm just going to check in the database if it came through. Over here it did. As we can see, updated review goes here. So that is chapter 11. Now chapter 12. This is the route to get a single movie and its rating. So here we are just importing code and over here we are going to test it. So here we have the routes that we added in the movie router. Yes, so let's test the ratings on send a get request to locals 5000 API v1 movies ratings. And we should get that. So let me just send the get request. Send. As we can see, we get all that. And then yeah, we're going to test to get a specific movie. So let's test the ID route get request to locals 5000. So over here they want us to add a ID. So I'm going to take this, Control C. Um, let's go in my database. Let's go to movies. Use this ID over here. Movie. Um, and I should get specific data and reviews array. So let me just send, am I sending a kit? Okay. And yeah, we can see the data of the movie and the review. So that is it for chapter 10, 11, and 12. Thank you for watching.